Okay, so here's another problem. Should hopefully give you guys an idea of how to find the p-values here. So, so in this case, you've got the data are normally distributed, right? So you don't have to really worry about checking conditions. But these are your data; these are your observations. So you can see they're matched pair data. So the first thing you'd want to do is calculate the difference between each one of these. And this is from section 11.2, by the way. So compute the average of the difference, so add those up, divide by the 8, you'd get that number. Compute the standard deviation as given by that. So in this case, we have a left-tailed test here. So what you'll need to do is compute the t-statistic. If you look at the formula on the top of page 545, again, that'll be d bar divided by the standard deviation of the difference divided by the square root of the sample size. So that should give you a value of about negative 3.368921372. So that's your t value. So I guess in order to find the and so using the table 5 in this case probably won't give you a very good estimate, because it should be a relatively small t value, because that's more than 3 standard deviations of the mean. So it should be less than alpha in this case. If you're doing this at the 0.05 level of significance, it should easily be lower than that. But to find the actual value, right, we'll have to use some sort of technology here. So again, I guess there are several ways you can do this, I guess, but I think the easiest way to do this is just to go to your t-test. And then remember, this is your t or your z-score. In this case, I guess we have 7 degrees of freedom, because we have 8 samples, I think. And so put your t-score in here, and again, this should be a left-tailed test. So if you put in negative 3.36892, I don't know if you need to really put this in all the way to the last decimal place here, but just to put this in with what my calculator gave me, right, that should give you something like that. Let me just double check the numbers there. 6892, yeah, 137 and then just go ahead and click compute, and so you can see that the area there is relatively small, quite a bit smaller than your p-value. So I'm just going to copy this and then go back into StatCrunch here and paste it. And then I'll just round this to 3 decimal places. So if you round that, right, that should give you 6. And then if you check your answer, right, that should hopefully work out. Right? So okay, well, I hope that makes sense. If you guys have questions or anything, just let me know.